iPhone mistakes that ruin your privacy. Protecting your privacy on gadgets like the iPhone is more important than ever in the current digital era. It is simple to forget some security measures that could expose your personal data because there are so many functions and settings available. Here are 7 typical iPhone privacy compromising errors, coupled with practical advice on how to properly protect your data. Number 7. Not enabling two-factor authentication. 2. FA. A security feature called two-factor authentications gives your Apple ID and other online accounts an extra degree of safety. 2FA significantly lowers the risk of unwanted access by requiring not only a password but also a second form of verification, usually a code sent to your trusted device. Many users erroneously think that their passwords are secure enough on their own. Unfortunately, passwords can be stolen by easy guesswork, phishing assaults, or data breaches. It is far more difficult for hackers to access your account with two-factor authentication enabled because even if they manage to get your password, they will still need to use your trusted device to log in. Navigate to Settings, Password, and Security, then choose Two-Factor Authentication to activate this function. Verifying your phone number and choosing reliable devices are 2 simple steps in the setup procedure. Every time you or another person tries to log in from an unidentified device once it has been activated, you will receive a verification code through SMS or an authentication app. This easy-to-use yet effective method can prevent several hacking attempts and safeguard private data, including contacts, emails, and financial information kept in your Apple ID. Number 6. Ignoring advanced data protection. To increase the security of the data you save in iCloud, Apple's Advanced Data Protection feature provides end-to-end encryption for a range of data types, including backups, notes, photos, and more. Not all data is protected by default, so in some circumstances, unauthorized parties or even Apple itself may be able to access it, even if iCloud offers a useful way to backup and sync data across devices. You may ensure that no one else, even Apple, has the keys to unlock your data by turning on Advanced Data Protection. This is especially important for users who save sensitive correspondence, financial documents, or medical records in iCloud. Go to Settings, iCloud Advanced Data Protection, then follow the instructions to turn on this function. You could be asked to confirm your identity during setup and choose recovery options in case you lose your login information. You may drastically lower the chance of data breaches and illegal access to your cloud-stored personal data by being proactive. Number 5. Keeping notifications unrestricted. Although notifications are a practical method to keep track of emails, texts, and app alerts, putting them on your phone's lock screen can reveal private information to unauthorized users. For instance, if you receive a text message with private or sensitive information, such bank alerts or private discussions, anyone with access to your cell phone could read it without you having to open it. This is a serious privacy issue, particularly in public places where anybody can readily look at your screen. Go to Settings, Notifications, and change the way notifications show up on your lock screen to successfully improve your privacy. You have the option to disable alerts for particular apps completely or to display previews only when the app is unlocked. Additionally, think about changing the settings for delicate apps like Mail or Messages to prevent any content from showing on the lock screen. By doing this, you can keep control over what data is accessible when your phone is locked, guaranteeing that only you can view private information and averting possible privacy violations. Number 4. Mismanaging app permissions. Applications frequently ask for access to contacts, location services, photographs, microphone usage, and other functions when you install them on your iPhone. Users usually allow these rights without thinking about whether they are required or appropriate for the app's operation, even though many apps need them to work properly. For example, navigation apps need location access. This can eventually result in overly broad access permissions that jeopardize your privacy by enabling apps to gather more information than is necessary. Maintaining control over your personal data and making sure that only reliable apps have access to critical information require routinely checking and adjusting these app permissions. Go to Settings, Privacy, and Security and check whether apps have access to contacts and location services, among other sensitive data, to accomplish this successfully. Removing permissions for an app that does not require access, for example, a game that asks for location information, can be done right away by choosing the app and changing its settings. Additionally, think about removing apps that ask for a lot of permissions without providing a clear reason for their use. This preventative measure helps protect your privacy and reduces the amount of data that may be exposed. Number 3. Using weak or single PIN codes. Your device may become susceptible to unwanted access from hackers or attackers if you use simple PIN codes to unlock it. Cybercriminals frequently use well-known strategies like social engineering, which takes advantage of human psychology to access devices with lax security, or brute force attacks, which methodically attempt every conceivable combination. Additionally, using the same PIN for several accounts raises the danger if a weak PIN or password is used to compromise one account. It could also jeopardize others. Using a complicated alphanumeric password rather than a simple numeric PIN will greatly increase security on your iPhone. Longer passwords that contain a combination of capital and lowercase letters, digits, and symbols are much more difficult for hackers to figure out or crack. Additionally, turn on biometric features like Face ID or Touch ID to unlock your device and obtain access to private apps. These techniques offer more robust security against unwanted access while still enabling you to quickly and easily access your device when you need to. Number 2. Connecting to public Wi-Fi without a VPN. Due to their legendary insecurity, public Wi-Fi networks might expose your data to cyber criminals who may use a variety of tools built for eavesdropping on unprotected connections to intercept internet traffic on the same network. Malicious actors sharing the same network can easily obtain sensitive information, including passwords, credit card numbers, private messages, and browsing history when you connect to public Wi-Fi without any security measures in place, like those found in cafes, airports, hotels, or other public places. Always connect via a virtual private network to properly protect your online activity when using public Wi-Fi, particularly when performing sensitive transactions like online banking. By passing via secure servers before allowing you to access the internet, a VPN encrypts your connection, making it far more difficult for other network users to intercept your data or monitor your online activity. Purchasing a VPN can offer a great deal of peace of mind when utilizing public networks because many trustworthy services have user-friendly interfaces that are compatible with iPhones and simple installation procedures. Number 1. Neglecting hidden photo albums. The iPhone's Photos app makes it easy for users to arrange their photos, but many people might not be aware that their photo collection may include private or sensitive images that should be kept private, like financial statements or identification documents, or private photos that could be embarrassing if seen by others. You can hide certain photos from the main library view using the Hidden Album feature, but this does not completely secure them unless extra precautions are taken. For instance, if someone manages to access your phone without authorization by guessing passwords or using social engineering techniques, they could still view hidden photos unless they are further secured with a password or biometric authentication. Go to Settings Photos and enable Use Face ID or Use Touch ID for accessing the hidden album to make sure that hidden photos stay private and safe from prying eyes. This extra security measure helps protect sensitive images from unwanted viewing while still enabling you to quickly access them when necessary. You may greatly improve your defense against illegal access and data breaches by fixing these frequent errors, which include utilizing a VPN, controlling app permissions, and turning on two-factor authentication. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.